What if, in a single, silent moment, every thought you ever had was no longer your own? What if the private theater of your mind suddenly went public? Today, we explore a world where humanity gains telepathy, and the silence we once cherished becomes the loudest noise of all. Imagine it starts subtly, a faint whisper in the back of your head on a crowded subway. You dismiss it as fatigue, but then, it gets louder. You hear your barista's frustration about a rude customer, the genuine joy of a child seeing a dog, the secret anxiety of the person sitting next to you. It's not just hearing, it's feeling. A torrent of raw, unfiltered emotion floods your senses. This is day one, the day the world changed forever. Chaos erupts. Cities, once symbols of connection, become epicenters of psychological warfare. The cacophony is unbearable. People collapse in the streets, clutching their heads, overwhelmed by the sheer volume of a million minds screaming at once. Relationships shatter in seconds. The small, white lies we tell to protect feelings, "You look great, I'm fine," are exposed. Every insecurity, every hidden resentment, every dark fantasy is laid bare. Trust, the very bedrock of society, crumbles into dust. A husband hears his wife's fleeting thought about an old flame. A boss hears an employee's true opinion of their leadership. There are no more secrets. Governments scramble to contain the fallout. Emergency broadcasts advise people to isolate, to find silence. But how can you find silence when the noise is inside your own head and everyone else's? People flee to remote, natural landscapes, desperate for a moment of quiet, only to find the thoughts of animals, the primal fear of prey, the hunger of a predator, adding to the mental storm. The global economy grinds to a halt. How can you negotiate a deal when you can hear the other person's entire strategy, their doubts, their deception? Society is on the brink of total collapse. But then, something remarkable happens. Amidst the chaos, a new form of communication is born. In the crushing noise, people learn to focus, not on the surface thoughts, the fleeting anxieties, but on the deeper currents of consciousness. A mother doesn't just hear her child's cry for a toy. She feels the profound, unconditional love underneath. Strangers on the street, once overwhelmed by each other's judgments, begin to perceive a shared humanity, a common fear of death, a universal desire for connection, a deep-seated hope for a better tomorrow. This new awareness is painful, but it's also purifying. We are forced to confront the ugliest parts of ourselves, and in doing so, we find a path to empathy we never knew existed. We learn to filter, to create mental shields, but also to open ourselves up with intention. Communication becomes more honest, more profound. We stop speaking in coded language and start sharing our true selves. Art, music, and literature evolve, expressing complex tapestries of shared emotion that were once impossible to describe. We are no longer isolated islands of consciousness, but a single, interconnected ocean of awareness. This new world is not a utopia. There is still conflict, still pain, but it's an honest world. We've lost our privacy, but we've gained a level of understanding that transcends language. We've been stripped of our masks, forced to see each other, and ourselves, for what we truly are. The question is no longer about the noise, but about what we choose to listen to. In a world where every thought is heard, would our shared humanity finally be enough to unite us? What do you think you would hear the most? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.